Hello, welcome to the final episode of this season of At the Movies. This is covering the end of 2012, the beginning of 2013. This is episode 8, Oblivion, Tom Cruise film. I went into this without really having any expectations, I guess, because I didn't really see any of the trailers, and I thought that would be cool to just pick a film that looks interesting from the poster and the poster only, and knowing that it was a big Tom Cruise film, that it would probably have some good special effects and stuff. But I didn't know anything about the story, hadn't seen any of the trailers, and yeah, so we went in blind basically. And we had a bit of a bad cinema experience. Actually, we're not even going to go into that. We've talked about that before, and it's basically there was someone in this. There was someone in the cinema who kind of ruined things, but if we went into it, it would make it seem really bad. So we're not going to mention it. But I still enjoyed the film, despite that. It's just it was hard to concentrate in quieter parts of the film. Let's just see. So Tom Cruise plays this guy who's in the world. It's another post-apocalyptic kind of science fiction film, and he's kind of lives in this house basically that's like above the earth, which is now barren and all this kind of stuff. And he's got this female companion with him, and they basically work going down to the surface, or he goes down to the surface. She stays up there in the command center. And he kind of like looks around for like these, you know, these I don't know, these like scavengers and stuff like that. And he starts finding things that seem a bit, you know, amiss. And basically, there's this huge triangular spaceship that's or space station that's just this huge, almost like the size of the moon. That's just outside the Earth's atmosphere. And his goal is to get there and then go off to Saturn, where there are humans who are living and or maybe a moon on Saturn or something like that. Again, it's been a while since we've seen this, but I loved it. The visuals were amazing, I thought, because again, I hadn't seen any of the trailers, so none of the big shots were like ruined for me. I thought Tom Cruise was great in it. There was just some cool things in there, like you know, at one point he's at the Empire State Building, and you know, it's just like a wreckage, but it's not even a wreckage. It's like the ground level is like right where the top of the Empire State Building is, so it's kind of cool visuals and stuff. And then this other woman comes into the picture, and there's a mystery around that, and whether he knew her from before or she knew him. And then there's kind of an intrigue that goes on, and it's just, I really enjoyed the story and the visuals. Morgan Freeman's also in it later on in the film, and yeah, I'll talk about some kind of spoilerish things at the end of this video. What did you think of Oblivion?
I remember loving it.
Yeah.
And I said a lot about it in our last review about it, but it's been so many months since I saw it, so...
No, we didn't review this before.
No, we did.
We didn't.
We talked about the dude.
What dude?
Woman. Oh, making noises in the cinema. We've reviewed this movie before.
Yeah, I don't think I posted the video though, because it was like I think it was a vlog where we talked about the experience.
Yeah, still, we did a review of it.
Okay, well, yeah, okay.
I don't remember that much. I remember what you said. I remember I liked the CGI, I liked the story, I liked the shots, I liked the acting. I've always liked him.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's just like a great guy in like reality, real life as well. I don't even remember what I rated it, but just a good movie in general. Like great. Like I want to see it again soon. It comes out of Blu-ray soon.
Yeah, it just came out this week.
Oh, there you go. I wouldn't mind getting it. I recommend it for every sci-fi geek out there. And I also liked the twist in the end.
Yeah.
It was good. It wasn't too long, it wasn't too short. Actually, near the end, I wanted it to continue in a way. So they kind of left it out.
That's always good.
Yeah.
One of my favourite scenes was when you get to see him go down on his little vehicle thing, and there's like a part of Earth that isn't like all barren. It's kind of this little valley with all like trees and stuff, and it's kind of untouched by everything that's gone on. And he's got his little cabin there, and he listens to some music and just relaxes by a lake and stuff. And then you see that later on in the film also. So yeah, I'd rate the film around, I don't know, 8.5 maybe. I really thought it would surprise me a lot. I really enjoyed it. So now, just getting onto the spoilerish part of the video. Near the end, we find out that he's a clone, and there's many of him in different sections, because he's been told you can't go over past that section because it's all toxic. And oh my god! Do you see the way she climbed up onto it?
Oh yeah, she... She,
I didn't know she did that. That's amazing. She's like a spider cat.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
It will fall over one day. Go on.
Yeah, it turns out that Tom character is a clone in the film, and there's other versions of him and the woman, I think, in other houses, kind of doing the same job that he does, but in different sections, and they're all like, there's not a physical barrier there, but they're told on the computers, don't go past there because it's toxic and all this kind of thing, so they never see each other. He runs into a clone version of himself. It all becomes revealed, and Morgan Freeman's character kind of knows about this kind of stuff. There's also...
I do not remember Morgan Freeman in it.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman was kind of a pivotal role in the film, though he's not in it very much. And in his group also is, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's the Danish actor who's in Game of Thrones. He plays Jaime. And he was also in Headhunters, that awesome Norwegian film. And he was pretty good in it as well. And at the end of it, basically, we find out that this big triangle...
I should know this.
Yeah. At the end of the film, they go to the big triangular ship, and it turns out that it's just like automated, there's no humans there and all this kind of thing. And Tom Cruise sacrifices himself to blow up this ship.
Oh, yeah.
And Morgan Freeman comes with him, and it's pretty cool. And then...
Turned out they were all aliens.
Yeah. And, oh yeah, the other woman who turned up in the film, who's Tom Cruise's love interest, turns out that she was his wife, I think. If I remember rightly, yeah, back in the normal time, I guess. And she was real, and she'd been like in suspended animation in this pod for the whole time, whereas he was a clone, so he wasn't really her husband, if you know what I mean, kind of thing. But anyway, he grew to kind of love her again and stuff, and then he sacrificed himself to save all the people. And then you find out that she was pregnant with his kid, because they had some sexy time during the film.
I think so.
And at the end of the film, she's living in the cabin that he has, which you saw earlier, with a little kid. And then all the kind of the Morgan Freeman's people, they find her. And say, oh, that's pretty cool. And then another Tom Cruise turns up, and he smiles at her, and she's like, oh.
That was the clone that he met that other time.
Was it that?
He had the same...
Was it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It was the guy...
Okay, okay, well...
He had a fight with his other self.
Yeah. Either way, I didn't quite like that little beat at the end, because it was like, oh, well, she'll be okay, because there's another version of him that she can kind of, be with.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's a bit weird. I think there was some voiceover that said, oh, well, they'll remember eventually. So what, is she just going to eventually be like, have hundreds of Tom Cruises turning up being like, well... It just seemed, I don't know, I think it would have been best left. But then I don't know how you tie up that thing with all the different Tom Cruises.
You can't have 100 of me, would you? That's enough with one, isn't it?
So yeah, it wasn't...
retiring.
It wasn't quite sure about that ending bit, but overall, great film. What would you rate it as well?
I think I rated it a 9.
No?
I remember really, really, really loving it, so...
Yeah.
Would you... What?
8.5.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, really good film, check it out.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.